Welcome, dear students. This is the orientation lecture of the Academic English for Medical Students module. I am Professor Amira Wali. I am Professor of Pediatric Surgery and I am a member of the Academic English. Firstly, I would like to introduce the Academic English team in the Faculty of Medicine, Zakazig University. The module coordinator is the Assistant Professor Amani Abdelazim from the Department of Anesthesia and Intensive Care, and Professor Nermeen Atiyah from the Department of Forensic Medicine and Clinical Toxicology, Assistant Professor Amal Abdel Fattah from Tropical Medicine Department, Dr. Joseph Aziz and Dr. Noura Kinawi from the Anatomy and Embryology Department, Dr. Mahmoud Al-Lithi from the Vascular Surgery Department, Dr. Marwa Muhammad from Tropical Medicine Department, and myself, Professor Amira Wali from the Pediatric Surgery Department. This lecture will cover two main parts. The first part is an overview about the academic English, and the second part is some information about the module specs of the academic English for medical students. Firstly, let's start by the academic English overview. Why do we learn academic English in the university, and why in the Faculty of Medicine? Well, English language is the basic communication language in the medical field. You, as students, you must read medical textbooks and other resources which are all written in English language. The conferences are officially using the English language. The international journals where the researches are published use the English language. Moreover, when you are going to conduct interviews and professional communication, you will use the English language. So, what's the difference between the academic English and the general English? The general English is conversational English. It's concerned with the everyday use English. It's concerned with the fluency. It doesn't care so much about the accuracy of the grammar or the spelling mistakes. You don't need study skills to speak the general English or to communicate with the general English. While in the academic English, you communicate formally using the medical terminology, you will practice the study skills, and you will use the four language skills properly, which means that it is concerned with the accuracy. You must use the correct grammar and the correct spelling, the correct language skills in the four areas of the language skills. So what are those four areas of the language skills? You receive the language by listening or by reading. That's why listening and reading skills are called the receptive skills, because you receive the language, you receive the knowledge, and you learn by listening and reading. And after processing the information in your mind, you will need to reply either by writing or by speaking. So you will need the writing and speaking skills. And here you are going to produce the language. And that's why these two, writing and speaking skills, are called productive skills, where you are going to produce the language in a written form or in a spoken form. So these are the four academic English language skills that you need to use them in the correct manner, in accurate manner. And that was the first part. We have now finished the first part about the academic English overview, and let's go through some important information about the module specs for the academic English for medical students module. Some basic information are: this course counts for 2 credit hours, which means that it will get 50 marks. However, it's a pass-fail module. What does this mean, pass-fail module? Pass-fail module means that you must succeed in this module in order to finish your study in the university or in the faculty. In order to graduate, you must succeed in this module. However, the marks that you are going to get in order to succeed, they will not be added for your cumulative score. For the total collective marks of yours, this will not be added. You just need to be passing this module. The module Academic English for Medical Students aims to qualify you with the academic English skills and hence the abilities for effective communication, as well as the lifelong learning and the professional development. How are we going to study? What are we going to study? Where are we going to study? I think all of these are questions that you are asking. And these are the main three elements of the module specs. What are we going to learn by the end of the day, by the end of this course? What are the learning outcomes? And how are we going to learn? What are the teaching and learning methods and tools? And how are we going to be assessed in order to pass this module and progress in our other courses? By the beginning or by the start of each lecture, you will be provided by the learning outcomes and the main subheadings. These are the main items you need to show that you have learned by the end of the module, which means in the final assessment. In the beginning of each lecture, focus what are the learning outcomes of this lecture and what are the main subheadings, and learn what is included in this lecture. When you show in the final assessment that you have learned, you will pass, of course. As regards the teaching and learning methods and tools, you will receive recorded learning material in the form of lectures and audio recordings and audio clips for the listening skills and the speaking skills. All of these will be uploaded on the Microsoft Teams in your groups. And also there will be a chance for the online interaction through the chat function on the Microsoft Teams. And however, if you need to meet any of the team member, you can through the chat function arrange for a meeting, and we can solve any inquiries or concerns that you may have. Also, there will be online exercises that will be uploaded on your groups, and I would like to advise you to solve these exercises. Firstly, because these are examples for what you are going to face in the final written exams. They are examples of the questions that you will get in the final written exam. So it will be very nice to make trials that will not count in your grades. What will count is the final assessment, of course, and also if you have solved these questions, whether right or wrong, doesn't matter. But the trial itself is what counts. You have heard the lecture, you have listened to the lecture, you have studied what you need to study, and you have made the trials to solve these exercises and mock assessments and or trial assessments, and this is what is important, not the answers whether right or wrong. So please be careful and be keen to solve whatever questions or exercises are uploaded to your groups. It will make the final assessment easy for you. And as we have said earlier, this course is marked by 50 marks. 40 marks will be in the final assessment, and 10 marks are allocated for the module work. which we mean by the module work, the exercises that we upload after the lectures, and you need to solve these exercises, and you will get the mark by solving the exercise, not by getting it right. It's not a must that you will answer the right answer, but it's a must that you will answer the questions. Okay? I hope that this point is clear, because these 10 marks are very important for you, and as I've said in the previous lecture, in the previous slide, that these questions will help you pass the exam, because they are examples similar to what you are going to get in the final written exam. You will study on the Microsoft Teams using the lectures, the recorded lectures, and the audio clips that are uploaded there, and you have also the integrated ebook that you will have the material there. What is important for you to study will be present there too. Any extra materials that will be that may be added for your groups should be studied, should be considered also as a study resource. And now we came to the end of this lecture. If you have any questions, you can post it on the Microsoft Teams, and you can communicate with the module coordinator, Assistant Professor Amani Abdelazim, to post your questions and to get the required answers. Thank you for watching, and good luck.